Okay, we're back, and appreciate you staying and coming back to see the finish of this. We're going to work on some of these trees now. I want to get some more dimension within these trees. Maybe make it look more like a like the trees are, have some body to them, and put in some grass here. Actually, I'm going to start putting in some grass here to make that look a little bit more realistic, and I'm going to use my green oxide and just tap it in here, just kind of within this line. Well, I'm not actually tapping it in, but I am using that bristle brush because I want some texture. I'll get a little closer to that. Just put it in there, kind of. The grass is always green, right? So I just want to thank everybody for joining me, and for my patrons that part of this membership, and they are in the bottom information section that have joined my channel. And I think we actually do a little review of those soon. Those people that have joined. I'm sorry, this is needing to go up a little bit more for you. Letting some of that in there to show up. I want that underpainting to kind of show in through here. Now, some of my green trees, I want to kind of get a little bit more interest in this also. I'm going to, let's see, I think I'd like to put some of those green trees in through here also. So I'm just going to tap in, because now we got that yellow background there. Kind of makes it look a little, oops, I got picked up some of that orange, which is fine. Just tap that into. Okay. This was fine here. Maybe just a tad of green right in through here would be nice. Kind of just like stippling this in. All right. Kind of give this a little bit of an uplift here, possibly in through here also. I'm gonna rinse out my brush. Get some paper towels. All right, I want to get some of that orange and yellow more in some these areas too. Let me just get my angle brush here and put that green in along the little walkway here. Get a little closer up in here. Like I said, I'm not going real strong with this. I want to add a little light green to it, which I will mix up a little bit later. Our church is the focal point here, so I'm going to keep it that way. All right, let's go into some yellow and white. darker here. Just mixing yellow into white. Right here, you can see that. Okay. Put some of this yellow in through here. This might be just a little too mature. Just need some of that. Let's see, this tree here is good. Right in here, we want a little bit light. All right, let's go into the orange now. Then what I'll do is I'll add a little red to some of that orange effect also. Just gonna grab our orange and then we're just gonna stipple. We're gonna stipple. Just want that orange right into our green here. I'll still not come down. This is like fall colors, all the trees that are turning. And okay, so let me get this up a little higher because I want that sort of to go downwards. See? Oops. This here. I want to get some of that brown in here to get some more texture in that tree. And what else? Can we get some of that? Maybe in through here. Just add a little bit more brown. Give it a little bit more of that. And even in here might be all right because it's sort of going to be darker in here. Oh, here we go. I'm going to get some right in here. Come up over that. Okay, some of this in here. Over maybe. All right, let's paint the church. So the church is white. So let me get some white on my palette here. I'm just going to try to scratch in some that look like branches in through here. Scratch it in there. Actually, you know what might work better is this. Maybe because it's dry, it won't work as well, but I'll get more in there. Don't like this is right here. I guess that's because that's wet. Let's see. Okay. Have to mix up a little bit more brown. Okay, let's paint the church. Let's get that done. I'm going to use this angle brush. It's a Deco Art angle brush. Paint it white. We'll start out with white because I want to get some bushes around there. So over here it's going to be a little bit more of a, we want it a little bit darker. So maybe I should mix up something with that. Oh dear. Okay, well, let's just get it white first and see what happens. Get a wipe. Mess up the windows because that's another important point to this church. My brush a little bit so I can get around these little corners easier and not have it look so dry brushed. Maybe this isn't the right brush, huh? Having such a time with it. Okay. This will be brighter here because the sun is going in this direction. That's why we're gonna kind of make some of the trees brighter. Also. Might make that path a little lighter too. I'm not sure I like that little circle up here, so I'm going to get rid of that. If I can, I might do another one a little further up. Just go over that like that. Let it shine through. Not shine through, but come through. I might get one of my acrylic pens and kind of get a better line in here. It's like be a shadow kind of thing. All right, so I want to get a little bit of white, mix it with my burnt sienna, and just get a little tan going here. There we go. Almost like a flesh color, and paint this side here because it's in the shade. I don't want it dark white. It's okay if it's a little off here because, like I said, I'm going to have bushes alongside that. All right, let's see here now. I'm going to mix up a little bit of tan color. Kind of. this to pop out a little bit. Let's get a little glycerin on my palette here. Other brush, just kind of blend it in here. Shadow the roof here. Okay. I'm not real happy with this. I think it's a little crooked there, so I might have to straighten that up also. Just looks a little funny to me. You see? It's off some. Let's see here. And these windows are going to be stained. So I just wanted to straighten it up. So maybe when I stain it, it'll be better. I have to get this a little darker now. Darker. All right, I'm going to work on this path a little bit. Okay, let's see. I think I have a little, just make some wire. Blocks or something on that path. Not sure if I like the way this is. I think we'll just keep it as it was. I'll just go back over it a little bit with some lighter. Okay, so let's get back to this. There's something off here. I don't like the way this is here, but I'm going to fix that. So let's get back to this. I'm going to add a little bit of this beige color. A little bit of it. Oh, my brush, the wrong brush, wrong brush, wrong brush. Ugh. Okay. A little shadowy. Some shadow in here. Just a little shadow here. Just like that. Okay. And shadow right here. Door. Some right in here. Okay. I don't know, there's just something about everything on this that I don't care for, but maybe once I get all the bushes, all the bushes in, it'll look a bit better. This seems to be needing a straighter line here. Okay, right here, this is bothering me, so I'm just gonna move this down, make it a little straighter, because it should come off that roof, and the roof is coming down this way. This shouldn't be. This is there. Get that out of there because that was just looking like goofy to me. Okay. Just dry brush here a little bit. And a little bit more here. This a bit more distinctive. Kind of lost some of this. All right. So let's see here. I want to get that oval back in that window up there because that's kind of like an important part of this also. I might actually. All right, let's see here if I can tap in some. Get it straightened out like here. Might be a good place right there to put the oval window here. A little higher. Okay, there. Now, get my little making sure that these are still in line with what it should be here. Okay. There we go. That looks better. Same with these. We want to get these where they're rounded out the way they should be. All right. It's a little bit better now. This is a hard painting. I mean, it's supposed to be like for a paint night, but I think that it's a little more difficult than something for a paint night, you know. All right, so we're going to get some red. A little bit of yellow on that. Give me some texture. And through here. Okay. Bring this down here a little bit into the grassy area. Okay. Just tap, tap. Put a little bush right here. One here also. Bring this down some into the better. Now you don't have to put a ton of different shades, but just want to kind of have it look like there's different highlights and things, even on the green. Just kind of get some highlights on that. Sorry, this is a little crooked. Okay. Get some different heights involved here. All right, we're going to go into that green now. Put some highlights on that. And that's going to be with some yellow. Let's see here. To stand up and see what this is all about here. Okay. Now I'm going to try to get some strokes in here that look like little which I'm probably going to get some brown. Let me see here. If I have some deep brown shades around here. Oh. I got a little burnt umber. Let's see how that works. Let's see here. Okay, so what I did is I put a little bit of burnt umber on my palette knife, and I'm just going to kind of try to get some branches in with using it. Like it, well, sometimes paint the way you want it. Sometimes you have to work with it. But it sort of breaks up, which is kind of like how a tree would be. Just kind of break it up a little bit into the okay. For now, that's good. All right. Okay, our next step here is to get some windows in here. The windows can, oh my goodness, I can't ruin this brush here. It's kind of, let's see if I can get it working here. Maybe not, I don't know. I thought I'd rinse these out pretty good. I'm just gonna have to use some alcohol, or one of the things I know that sanitizer will clean these off too. I'm going to start with the windows here today. Well, this morning. This is like the another. See, these are, maybe I have to get a new set of colors. I'm not sure. We'll see how these work. Get them wet enough. Yeah, there we go. Maybe a little white. Just to give it a little pizzazz. Put some of these little stains in. Yeah. Keep them kind of like similar. And I think one of the other things I want to do is possibly getting some other trees in here. But the other thing I want to also do is like stipple some, let's get some white. Just kind of go over some of these areas where the branches are. Well, maybe something lighter than that. Mix a little white with the orange. Here. kind of give it a little more dimension than it already had. Some of the dimension that it is missing from these trees. Oh, Lordy. Gives a little bit more brightness. And now I'm going to go into some green with some white. The oxide green. And lighten up some of these. Add a little yellow to that. I'm just lightly tapping in this green, light taps. Oh, here's some here too. We can kind of like give it a little bit of some yellow here. Oh, it's starting to take a little shape, you know. Now I usually use a bristle brush when I'm tapping stuff like this in, because I like the bristle brush instead of a fan brush. Sometimes a fan brush doesn't exactly do what you want it to do. All right, let's get the rest of these windows. So get the orange one in. Let me add some more blue. Oops. Don't want to lose my painting. Then we're going to put a big tree in here. It needs to have some tree or something. Some red. Some red. Now I have the orange, so we're good. I think we're pretty good with that. Okay, where did that brush? Oh yeah, here it is. In order to get that a little bit better off my brush, I'm going to use hand sanitizer. Now, I have a big load of hand sanitizer, and if you watch, look at how much stuff is coming out of there. It just really cleans out the brush, and it's easy. It takes, because there's alcohol in there, and if you put your brushes in alcohol, ones that have been like stains and stuff like that, that you can't get some of the grit out, just try that. You'd be surprised at how amazing that turns out. I mean, you know, like you'll get it okay, now you'll get some of that stiffness out of the brush from paint that is dried in there. This one's going to be blue. So let me see here. You know, we're just going to kind of, just little specks here and there, you know. Maybe we'll put some up here too. Okay, some yellow. Let's go into yellow. It's like working with a mosaic almost, you know. They don't have to be perfect. They're just indications that this is stained glass. I'm going to go into my orange again. Let's see here. I'll go right in here. And we'll go into some blue. Maybe some dark blue this time. A little bit darker. It should be lighter because I can't see it. Let me get some green out. Actually, should get some red too into the windows. Green. Let me get some red in there. Just make it look fun. It's just a fun. Okay, now some green. Okay. A little harder to see, but we know it's in there. I'm going to put something up in there. Maybe I'll go with the red up here. Go into the light blue again. And my yellow, I wanted to kind of brighten up this one here. Just kind of make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay, let's get some. Okay, we got the light blue. Let's go to orange. Okay, and then we're going to go to, let's see, some yellow. Let's get some yellow. I'm going to have to rinse out my brush because I got all those reds in there. So I got to rinse the brush, go into white, go into yellow, mix a little bit of pale yellow here. So it shows up. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty messed up. Okay, so then the next color, let's get some red. 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 I think the red isn't showing up too well over here. Okay. Some blue. Get this blue here a little bit better. Okay. And some green. That should kind of finalize the stained glass windows. All right, good. Now, the door. I like to get a little, I'm going to mix a little, I do have some of this here. Still, no, it's not good. A little bit of burnt sienna on my palette again. Okay. Sienna and a little white. And what I'm going to do is use my palette knife again and cut into that. Hopefully that's enough. It's an awkward place here. This might not work. Let's see if that helped. We want to kind of get a little pathway going, and I'm going to mix more white and more of the burnt sienna. A little bit of black, possibly. No, don't need to do that. Put this. I'm going to just paint with my palette knife on this pathway here. Just now, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to touch it very, just kind of lightly skim over this path here. Okay. Just skim over it, make it look more like a path. And the doors, I really think I need to have that show as a door right now, I'm going to go with my liner brush here and just kind of go in there with straighten this out here. Looks a little weird. Okay. Get into that light brown that I just mixed for the path. Kind of get a doorknob here or something. Doesn't have to be, you know, perfect. Just get a little edge on this to make it look like there's like boards there. Okay. Now I'm going to mix a little bit of that burnt sienna. I think I have some here, but I think I'm going to need a little bit more. I need black and yellow. So, black, Mars black. Oops, just lost the, oh, well, it went somewhere. The lid, there it is. Okay, a little bit of black on there again, because this is a church, so we got to make a steeple, right? Yes, got to make a steeple. So I'm going to mix some of that brown, a little black, a smidge of yellow, get a nice dark brown again, just like right here. That needs to have a little bit more of that. Kind of cut that up. Okay, so let's see if I can get the steeple in there. A little bit more brown here. More black. Okay. Cross here. All right, we'll brighten that up a little bit. All right, let's brighten that up with some light brown that we have here, so you can see it. There we go. Okay. All right. A bit more light into this. Just kind of giving it a little bit more like a path look. There we go. All right, so the next step we're going to go into, I want to get some umber. But this is like, let's see. This is a black green. I'm not sure if I want to use that or not. I'm going to put a tree here. So let's see if I can find something. And I want to get some of this, like this green. Let me just get my other brush here. As I look at these things, you know, I don't know if I like what I see. So let's see here. We can tap around that. You know, some of the greenery. Okay, no. And right in here, that red or orange, it should come out a little bit differently here. It's coming off of that, so get some white, some red, some orange. Just kind of tap in a little bit differently here. It kind of comes down into this here. I want it to come down, I should say, into that. And then as soon as I can, I'm going to put a little red in here. Okay. So we want some umber. Let's see what this is here. Here, burnt umber's good. Burnt umber's good for a tree. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to use my flat brush here. This is a 1/2 inch flat. Just tap it in there a little bit, wet it, kind of wake it up a bit. I'm going to go into my burnt umber, load my brush. And I just feel that a tree should live right in here. Let's see. Just going to start up and then I'm going to make it get bigger as we go down. Okay, get some more paint. It's okay that it's crooked a little bit because trees don't grow straight. You know that. Trees do not grow straight. All right. So I'm going to get my little liner again. And I'm going to get this kind of wet, that umber that I just put out, like kind of like an ink-like consistency. Okay, and I'm going to start making some branches here. Just lightly. Holding my brush right at the edge. So it trails off. Let's see. Some little branches coming off of here. Let's make one that comes up and then crosses over. I like those kind, don't you? I think they're pretty cool when they cross over like that. Lovely little tree. Well, trees, like I say, they don't always go this way. Your trees, I'm sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Trees grow in different directions, and that's what we want the branches to be, in different directions. And as I'm holding my brush at the edge, I don't want to have control over this right now. My idea is just to let it roll off of the brush. Just make sure it's connected to the tree. Perhaps we'll put some few leaves on this tree, I guess. All right, so now let's get some of that and mix it up again with some white. Just kind of go down the tree if we can. Just let it break. Let it break. Okay, I'm not a little happy with the way that did that. Probably should have used that little brush that I was using before. Let's see. Some of the dark brown here. It's kind of help the tray out a little bit here. Doesn't. I mean, you can go like bring it over here. It's still wet. Kinda. There we go. Better. Better, better, better. Okay. Now what I'd like to have is another big branch that comes off of here. And I think I'm going to have it come out this way. Come over that. Go up. That way. We'll have some stuff coming off of that too. Some branches. Some little branches that come off of that. Could be lighter. You won't be able to see it with the okay. Okay, so let's see here now. We want to get some stuff on here. Let's see, how should we color this one? Do we want orange or do we want reds and oranges maybe? How about some yellows? I think yellows would be great on here. Yellows and oranges. Let's try some yellow. So I'm just kind of separating the bristles on my brush, if you can see that. All right, so we'll put some right in here. And we're going to kind of go over it with some orange or something. Something a little darker, you know. pull this to the front of the Now, you don't have to put this tree in if you don't want to. I'm just trying to give it a little bit more pizzazz. Okay, now I'll get some orange in here. Let's get some orange out. Oh boy. Looks like what I did here, when I did this, I got some wrong color in there. Trying to scrape that out of there. Not good. All right. And I keep these lids on here like this, and then what I like to do, if you can see this, I have this little bit of plastic, and what I do is put that in here so when I turn this, that it'll be easier to get unscrewed. You can understand that one. Okay, let's try some orange leaves. Perhaps with a little yellow on my brush also. Just tapping it together. Get some yellow on there. Not sure how that'll look. And it kind of blends in with everything. So maybe what I need to do is get some red on here. Let's get some red. Red is always good. And maybe just a little bit of green, not a lot, because some of the leaves are still kind of greenish, I guess. I don't know if it'll even work here. Not a lot of green though, because it's all turning. Okay, so that kind of almost blends in with the background, but I think it looks pretty good. Right, and I think we're finished with this. I don't think there's much more that we can do to it. Unless we want to put a couple birds in the sky. I'm not sure about that either. Green. Let's see. A little bit of green out on my palette again. That's the oxide green. Green oxide. Right in here, I don't like that way it's going there, so I'm going to fix that up. Just cover it. Get a little green that's in here. It's just a tad, so it kind of looks more like a tree that might have some green on it. With some leaves there. I'm just kind of stippling like I did before. Okay. Let's see if I can get some brighter yellow. And orange, bright yellow and orange together. Just kind of not it being too wet. That's okay because I kind of let it go here. Take my brush. Okay, I don't want to do anything else to it because I don't, yeah, it shows up pretty cool on the camera. So there you have it. The church, its little cross. I think one of the things that is bothering me too right now is the roof here. Just get a little bit of that brown and mix it in with some white and see if I can just highlight that a little bit. Because it just kind of looks too dark to me. Just kind of rub it in here. Just give it a little warmer feel. Like that. Okay, let's see here if I can fix that. Oh, well, there you go. A little shadow. I might rub that off a bit. I don't like the shadow. It just looks like it's needing something there, that it's just not quite complete, you know. Okay, let's get one of these. Let's see if I can wipe that off a bit. There we go. Okay. If I fiddle with it too much more, it's going to lose everything that I worked on here. I know I don't like the way these windows are, but you know what? This is an old church. It's been out there. Oops, look what happened here. For a long time. So, oh, okay, we'll just put that in there. Just wipe it in. So, it probably has been worn, been old, you know, and probably was done by people years and years ago. Kind of can I say that it was built many years ago, and it's like a historic kind of place, very historic for us. Okay, well, that what happened here? I don't even know what happened. What did I do? I got it all messed up here. Uh, okay. Well, actually, it looks like some weeds grown through there, so that's kind of cool. Maybe I could do that. Maybe through here wouldn't hurt, huh? Put some little branches of dried up stuff. Just kind of gave me an idea. Just some little things growing even here. I think I'm going to go back in there with that green because I don't like what happened here. After all my hard work. Just going to tap the grass back in here. Put some yellow in it. Some little things growing on top of that. Bushes there. Little grasses that are growing and needs to be cut. All right, that's it. I'm done. I don't think there's much more I could do with this. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry that it took me so long to do. I just been having a rough time lately, and I don't know why. Sometimes it just happens around this time of year where, you know, you kind of get down and out. You don't feel like doing anything, and I feel that I'm not painting my usual self. So I just would like to know how you felt about this painting. If you learned anything, comment below. I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm so glad you're part of my channel. And I hope that we can continue to work, but I don't know. I'm going to try to do something that I might enjoy because it seemed like I didn't enjoy this too much. I don't know. It was just a little hard for me, but it looks okay. It looks cute. I think it's a cute little picture. I think that the background could have been a little less busy, but you know what? This is out in the wilderness, so I think we're good. But you all take care, stay safe, stay blessed, and until next time. And oh, thank you for watching also. I love my patrons. I love people that have watched my channel and support me. That means so much to me. So thank you so much. Bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.